One very important issue about BGP to discuss here is, BGP routing is very policy-based these days. If you recall, there's import policy, there's export policy, there's also local preference for route selection. There are lots of things the network admins can tweak, to decide where packet goes. The reason for those policy-based setting is this. Let me use an example to explain. Consider this network. We have three ISPs in the middle, A, B, C. They are the provider networks. W, X, Y are the customer networks. More specifically, W is the customer of ISP A. So W pays A some amount of money every month, and A will in turn help W passing packets, going out to the rest of the internet or coming in from the internet. Similarly, if the traffic is supposed to go out the other direction, all right? So W pays A, and therefore A is responsible to serve W. Similarly, for this customer-provider pair, Y being a customer, C being a provider, X being a customer, B being a provider. Now, X is a little bit more complicated. It's multi-homed, customer network. So X here pays B and C. As a result, B and C should both be forwarding packets for X. In scenario 1, let's assume that there's a user in customer network Y here wanting to send something to the user in W. And so in order for W to draw in traffic from the internet, its provider A here will need to announce its existence. So AW here, an AS pass needs to be sent to the neighboring ASs, which happen to be ISP B and ISP C. So A advertises pass AW to B and to C. As a result, B is going to see this pass and prepend itself and see if this AS pass needs to be further advertised to yet another neighboring AS such as provider C. Now, B's network admin actually knows better and choose not to do that. And the reason for that is because of this. If BAW is advertised to C, C is going to discover, this is actually one way for this user in Y to send traffic to user in W. And therefore, the traffic is going to go this way to W. And you know what? B here, B does have a customer X. X is paying B. But is W paying B? Is A paying B? Is C paying B? Well, based on the setup of the problem, WAC not paying B, and yet B is using the network resource here to transit the traffic for B and C. So B gets no revenue to do this route, BCAW, because CAW, based on the scenario setup, not paying B. So chooses not to advertise BAW to C is so that C does not discover this pass, and therefore, not using this pass to send traffic. Instead, C here receiving AW is going to prepend itself CAW, and Y is going to use CAW as a way to send traffic to the user in W. So you see in this scenario, very obvious. For a customer network, ISP will be happy to route traffic to and from the customer. But the ISP not getting paid by others would hate to transit traffic between these other ISPs. So bottom line, not getting paid for the work. Scenario 2 is very similar to scenario 1. Yeah, the network is completely the same, and we just continue scenario 1 from here. When B has discovered BAW is a path to go from B to W. Now back in scenario 1, admin of B chooses to not forward BAW to C, okay, so that we don't draw traffic this way. Nice. But B will actually have to send BAW to X, so X can discover XBAW is a path. So just in case there's any user in X wanting to send data to user in W. Nice. So, makes sense. But, hey, X is dual home, so there's yet another connection to a neighboring ASC. So should the network admin of X here send XBAW to C? Well, let's assume that we send XBAW to C. In this case, C is going to discover CXBAW is a path to send data to W. Similarly, Y is going to discover YCXBAW is a path to send traffic. YCXBAW is a path to send traffic from a user in Y to a user in W. And that's going to travel like this. How do you like this? Well, from X's network admin's point of view, hey, this traffic is actually not for me at all, right? It's actually between Y and W. Y pays C, W pays A, and no one is paying me, and yet I'm paying B and C. Okay, so it's a big no-no for X here to send XBAW to C. Alright, so X will not want traffic coming from C and simply transiting to B. So X should not be advertising anything to C, okay, coming from B. So again, money is the issue. Alright, so X is not getting any money from C or from B. Therefore, X is not happy transiting traffic for these other ISPs or even from other customer networks not paying